Let's talk about Man United. Yes, hello everybody, welcome to The Normal Analyst, a new video. The first video ever recorded, and you guys thought I was going to go upload my Liverpool versus Newcastle analysis, and I didn't. Well, it will come out, but you got to wait. I've got some stuff to do. I've also got 3x4 talk recordings. Go check that out right now. And as well as that, this is a new type of video, something that I never thought I'd be doing. But especially as a Liverpool fan, I think we seriously got to talk about Man United. Rúben Amorim, the good days are coming.
After this disaster season, I want to tell you the good days are coming.
They're not coming, mate. They are not coming. What are you talking about, mate? What are you talking? Oh my God. I'm not even a United fan. I'm seriously going to sit here and talk about them today just because it popped in my head that everyone else was criticizing them. And I thought, let's watch the game and actually see how bad they were. Aside from the result, yes, it's terrible. They played against a League Two side. They drew 2-2 and then lost in penalties. But come on, man. I watched the game. Oh, I don't know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Now I know what United fans feel like because that was utterly shit. This club needs such a big overhaul. I don't even think it's the players anymore. It was definitely not the coach, and now it's not the players. What's the problem? Is it Ineos? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. All right. Anyway, let's talk about the game. All right. I understand. Amorim, he loves his philosophy. He has the five at the back. And, he loves to play this sort of 3-4-3, 3-4-2-1, whatever you want to call it. But playing five at the back against a League Two side who had 11 players marking everyone else in the box is unacceptable. How? How do you commit barely any players forward? You don't create any chances for your attackers to score proper goals. And yet you realize, why did we lose to Grimsby Town? And not we, because I'm not part of that, because I'm actually sitting here laughing at this team and laughing at everyone else who supports them. But I'm also here because I want to talk about them, and I genuinely think that this club is the most poorly run club in the league. Yeah, okay. So when I've watched United, first of all, I saw that they put up a dominant performance against Arsenal. Arsenal were not the better team against them, and still walked out of that game with a loss. And that loss was due to the fact Bayinda, the goalkeeper, was not good enough. And we saw it today, not even with Bayinda, we saw it with Anana. And Anana has to go. Soon, I'm going to show you someone, Uni from 3x4 Talk. He's got a message to show you guys, but I won't show it now because he's furious. He's absolutely furious. Onana, Bayinda, get a new goalkeeper, man. Seriously, come on. This team is crap. Now, let's talk about the tactical setup that Amorim brought out today. We've seen it enough. We've seen it last year when he got brought in. We've seen it now. He's trying to make it work. 5 at the back, 3 at the back, whatever you want to call it. You have a double pivot, right? And if no one knows, if you don't know proper football, a double pivot, you have two midfielders. Two guys who are sitting right next to each other, right in the middle of the park to get the ball. You don't even play them. You have a team with a double pivot and you play wide. You don't even play through the middle. This team is the worst team I've ever seen with the ball. They can't do anything. You can't create chances. You can't defend well. You can't attack well. You can't pass. You can't press. What can you do? There is no tactical improvement in this team. And as well as that, you play two sixes or whatever you want to call it, a 6 and an 8, a CDM and a centre mid. And you have two cams, two 10s, right? You have basically a boxed midfield, if you want to call it that, at sometimes. Yeah, I understand. Maybe the striker will drop in as a 10 and you have your two, 10s going forward as strikers. But seriously, when you have that boxed midfield shape where you have Cunha and Mbeumo right in front of Bruno and, Casemiro or Ugarte or whatever, you literally should be playing through the midfield. I don't know what it is with this team. This team has been terrible. Even when they were with Erik Ten Hag, they had no philosophy. They're now with Amorim, and it looks like nothing has improved whatsoever. Grimsby defended so deep inside their box. If anyone actually watched the game today, 11 men defending in that box. And it makes complete sense, right? They are a League Two team versus meant to be a dominant team in the Premier League. The difference from Premier League to League Two is so far off that you would never expect a League Two team to win. But they did today. They did. They beat United. They did the unthinkable, or maybe the thinkable, because United are shit. We're going to sit here and we're going to talk about professional players in Man United. You are professionals, and you can't even beat guys who are not even worth a quarter of what you're worth in the whole world. You got guys who have been signed for millions and millions of dollars against a League Two side who I don't even know if they break the bank with one of the most expensive players being even a mil. Like, it's crazy. And first of all, we're going to talk about the stubbornness of Amorim. Now, when you talk about stubbornness as a coach, and I'm talking about tactically, it's keeping the same exact formation, same system against every single team you verse. And as a coach, you cannot do that. Prime example, Ange Postecoglou. Loved him as a coach. I wanted him to stay. I thought that he was doing something with Spurs. I know there was injuries. I know he didn't finish, really high in the league. He did really bad in the league, 17th or whatever. So close to relegation for a club like Spurs. But he had a philosophy, right? He had a philosophy, and if you saw his games, the one thing that stood out was how high the defensive line would always be, right? So Amorim's got this also sort of system as well, where he wants to have a five at the back, and he also wants to implement wide play as well as other principles in his game. But when I mean Ange was stubborn, I mean whichever team he'd face, no matter which team it was, if they were a ball dominant side, if they were a counter attacking side, if they were a team that just sat deep and defended long ball the entire game, he would still keep the exact same system. He would press high, he would leave the defensive line exposed, and you'd see easily how easy it is for the attackers to exploit that and absolutely destroy it. And that is why they didn't do as well in the league. Yes, he won the Europa League, but the teams he played in the Europa League were not as great as the Premier League teams, let's be honest. But Ange played against Amorim, right? He coached against each other. And what they did was they were in the Europa League final, Spurs versus United. I'm sure everyone has seen it. But the one game where Spurs actually changed their system was in that final against Amorim. And Spurs changed it by dropping a lot deeper, defending in their box, almost like how Grimsby did today against United. And what did they do? They came out with a 1-0 win. They won that Europa League final. Ange won. Yes, he got sacked, but that doesn't matter. Yes, I'm talking about stubbornness, right? He didn't change his system until that game, and he won a trophy. Amorim, on the other hand, needs to change his system. And I'm not saying scrap what you've been doing for the past year. Don't do that. I actually enjoy a coach now having a five at the back or a three at the back rather than just all the fours at the back. You know what I mean? It's different. It's completely different. But they're also not the team to sit back in 11 players in the box. They're a lot different than that. But they're not even good with the other aspects of the game because I just mentioned it before. They can't pass, they can't press, they can't practically do anything. Why? They have 2 10s and 2 6s, and they still can't play the ball through the middle of the field. How does that make sense? I'm going to give you one prime example. A coach who is actually great regarding tactical discipline, and that's Thomas Frank. Because he's coming to a Spurs side, and he did this with Brentford as well. No matter which team he played, he would change the system slightly to alter it against the opposition. So if they were deeper, he'd change the system. If they were a team that liked to press higher up the field constantly, he'd change the system. And against City, he also played a lot differently to what if he was to play Everton, which you will see this season. It's different. You saw it with Brentford, and now we're going to see it with Spurs. He plays completely different. If he's holding on to a lead, he will protect that lead. He will go five at the back, and he'll do it. Ange wouldn't have done that. Ange would have kept the high line. And one game that stood out with Ange being stubborn, which every fan was talking about it and criticizing him, was the Spurs versus Chelsea. When Nicholas Jackson, I think he scored 2 or 3 goals, it was absolutely outrageous. I don't understand. Honestly, I don't understand why you would do that, why you would keep that same stuff. If I was a coach, I would have defended the lead. I wouldn't be doing that. Obviously, there's a reason I'm here. There's a reason Ange and Amorim are over there and coaching great clubs. Obviously, Ange's not there anymore, and Thomas Frank as well. But I'm here because I'm expressing my opinion. Also, if you do want me to bring out any analysis videos regarding United, I would happily do that. First of all, let me upload my Liverpool one. Let me get it all sorted. I've got lots of stuff to do. I've got 3-back-4 talk as well. Tomorrow, so I'm uploading this. So I'm recording this on Thursday. So tomorrow, this video might be out. And so will the 3-back-4 talk game week 3 predictions. So don't forget to go check that out tomorrow. Yeah, so let's get straight back into it. I'm going to rant again because you have 2 players in the middle of the park. You have, who was it? Bruno, I don't know, Ugarte, Kobe Mainu, Casemiro, it doesn't matter. Whoever the 2 sixes are, the fact that you don't even want the ball, I don't even know if this is an Amorim problem or a team problem. Because I'm sure if you were the coach, you would have told them where to play. And you can't always play wide. You can play through the middle, especially with 2 6s and especially with 2 10s. Even when they play wide, you have a new striker, 6'5". The guy's about this tall, can get onto every header. Yeah, he didn't win all his aerial duels today. That doesn't matter, okay? It's his first game starting. He needs some time to adjust, but he's tall. But you don't even give him the support. Dallo, Dorgu, cross the ball in. Seriously, if I was a United fan, I don't even know what I'd do. This video wouldn't be up. This channel wouldn't be made. I'd be depressed sitting in the corner room. See over there? See over there? I'll be sitting over there crying. Rúben Amorim, it is not the Portuguese league, buddy. It is the Premier League. Okay? And also Ineos, maybe this is not an Amorim sort of issue, but you've signed Mbeumo, a natural winger, a guy who likes to hug the sideline and cut in on his stronger foot, to play as a number 10 in the middle of the park. First of all, yeah, okay, you can train him there. Do you want trophies or not? Do you seriously want this to be a 10-year process like we've been seeing since Sir Alex Ferguson and nothing has happened? Because you need to bring in some suitable signings. And another thing, Bruno in the 6. Does that even make sense? You know, as a midfielder, especially as a defensive midfielder, you need to have tactical discipline. You need to be disciplined enough to not walk out of your position whenever you feel like it. He's not even a CDM at times. He's a left back. He's a right back. He's on the bench. He's talking to the gaffer while the game is still playing. That's how far he is from his position. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the plan is, because tell me now, because I don't see it. There needs to be changes. And quite frankly, as a Liverpool fan, something needs to change. And yeah, okay, I've said a million times I am a Liverpool fan. You've seen my introduction. I don't like United. And it's not like a little thing where I'm a Liverpool fan, United's my second team. No. I do hate this team. And hate's a strong word, but I hate them. Okay? But to watch this team have so much potential and have a coach who actually wants to believe in the team, someone who I thought is much better than Erik ten Hag, much better than what Solskjaer was, even if Solskjaer got second, it doesn't matter. I think you have a manager with a philosophy who is not stubborn, can do the job. If he just changes the tactics just a little bit based on whoever he versus, he will do well. But the players as well, one thing I'm going to say, mentality. The players at United just don't have the same hungerness as they did, 20 years ago. They seriously don't. You don't have a Roy Keane on the field. You have Bruno Fernandes, your captain, who cries after he loses the game, cries after he gets tackled, cries after he misses a penalty. What more does his club want? What do they need is the real issue. I'm no recruitment expert, but can we just talk about why you would sign Mbeumo when clearly that wasn't the biggest issue on the field? You could have signed a number 6. You could have played Bruno and Cunha in the 10s and Sesko up top, but you didn't. You decided to sign Mbeumo and not a number 6. Yeah, you have, I don't know, 2 number 6s properly, Casemiro and Ugarte, who you cannot play together. They're not good with the ball. They're good to tackle, maybe close out games. Casemiro should have gone by now. He was great in his first season at the club. His legs are completely gone. And you've got Ugarte, who's just unreliable. There was a reason PSG let him go. Have you seen how PSG play? They are so dominant with the ball. You have to be so technically gifted to be in that team. There's a reason he was forced out, because he can't even pass the ball. Number one, biggest mistake United made was not signing Gravenberch before Liverpool. Because I'm telling you, I don't care if you're a United fan and you think Gravenberch isn't all that. Go watch his highlights right now. Go watch every single game, how important he is. I don't care if he gets 0 assists, 0 goals, and scores an own goal. That guy is one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. Best defensive midfielder. You know why? Because he can break a line. He can secure the ball. He can play progressive passes. He can pass the ball, actually, is the main thing. He can also defend. He's got all the attributes possible to be the best defensive midfielder in the Premier League. Exactly like Moses Caicedo. But no, let's keep Ugarte and Casemiro, the greatest duo in history of United. And let's keep Kobbie Mainoo, the kid who was brought up from the academy and did wonders last season, breaking into the first team, the guy who was the only shining light of that United team. Nah, let's just keep him on the bench. Why? I don't know. And as I said before, don't get me started with Onana. Onana in. I want him to stay, just for the pure fact of how comedic he is. How is a professional letting in those goals? How? Did you know what? Everyone go look at that Grimsby United game today, and you see his mistake. He's come up for a cross, missed the ball's landed in front of him, and they've scored a goal. How does that even happen? Please tell me how that happens. As a professional, You are getting paid thousands of dollars a week, probably like 300 grand, 200 grand, and you were expected to be one of the best goalkeepers after being in Inter. Come on. You can't even save a simple goal. And it hasn't happened once. Hasn't happened twice. Hasn't happened 3 times. It has happened all season. United bring in a goalkeeper. I want to sound like a United fan, but it does pain me to see how much they've fallen off since Sir Alex Ferguson. This is not just me expressing any, love towards United. It's completely not. It's just I watch the games. I like to watch teams who can actually play football. If you're professional, you're Premier League, you're here. Syria, okay, maybe a bit lower. League One a bit lower. You know what I mean? Premier League is meant to be the best league in the entire world. And you have people like Anana who can't do anything. You have a washed Casemiro. I'm not going to blame Casemiro. I'm going to purely blame the club for spending 70, 80 million on a guy who was in his 30s. Because that doesn't make sense. There's a reason Real Madrid let him go. Mate, they would have let him go for 30 mil. He was already, at the end of his time. As much as it's funny, bantering all the United fans, got heaps of mates. You're going to see Uni very, very soon. He's going to express his love and gratitude for Andre Onana and United. I like to banter them. It's great banter, but this team is so bad. They have to fix something. And it is painful to actually watch a team that has so much potential to do nothing with it. So, United fans, I know how you feel now. A few last words. This is a different video. So, this wasn't on my radar at all. I wasn't going to record this. I wasn't even thinking of making any video like this. Even for Liverpool games, I wasn't even thinking about this. It just popped in my head. I saw people just talk about United, and I thought I had to jump on it as well. And I'm probably one of the first people to say United are the team that gets slandered the most, which is true. The media is always on United's back for no reason. Like, they need time. I'm going to be honest. Put the bias aside, right? And Mbeumo and Cunha will be great. Even if I put Cunha flop signing, I don't even know why I did. That should have been a Mbeumo because maybe he's just not playing in his position. They have a solid defense. They need to fix that midfield issue. Bruno's not a number 6 and Mbeumo's not a number 10. And if Amorim keeps that tactical discipline up and keeps the exact same formation and tactic every single game, it's not going to work out. Ineos, bring Pat Soccer 010 in. I'm ready. Now, I've had a lot of stuff to do on the past week. So if you've seen me do the Liverpool-Newcastle analysis, I uploaded a story, Instagram and TikTok. So it will come out. Just got to wait a bit. I still got to edit it and I still got to go through the rest of the analysis. It's still not even completely done. I've had 3 back 4 talk stuff to do, so I don't have time right now. So if you want me to upload these little videos, even if it's for Chelsea, even if it's for Spurs, even if you want me to do this after the Liverpool-Arsenal game, I'll happily do it. And also, I want you guys to understand, this is still weird, right? It's still weird me talking to a camera. I'm sorry, the mic has been given a battering after the first 2 episodes. It's not a great start. But yeah, it's a different video. It's still weird one-on-one talking to the camera rather than with mates on 3 back 4 talk. It's completely different. And 3 back 4 talk is still fairly new. Our first ever upload was 2-3 weeks ago. So it's still fairly new. Go subscribe to the account. Link will be in the description. Go subscribe to this channel right now. Go tell all your friends. I hope this video isn't too long when I edit it. And I don't want to bore you guys, so stay tuned for the next videos. If you want me to analyze a United game or any other Premier League team after I do my Liverpool analysis, feel free to comment on my TikTok, Instagram, and on this YouTube channel right now. Put the links in the description for my TikTok, @TheNormalAnalyst, @TheNormalAnalyst010, TikTok and Instagram. Go follow right now. Go like up the first ever video. I'll say it again because no one ever looks at the description. Click the description right now. Go follow every single account I have and 3 back 4 talk. And before I end this, Uni has got some wise words to say.
Alright guys, Dimitri here. Normal Analyst, make sure you guys subscribe to him before I start. I just want to say a couple words as a Man United fan. Andre Onana, get the I don't want to swear. Get out of my club. Seriously, get out of my club. Binder, get out of my club. Get a new goalkeeper. Like, seriously. It's embarrassing. It is. It's embarrassing. Get a new goalkeeper in, please. I actually don't mind the players or outfield, but the goalkeeper every single game of the season. Terrible, both of them. Get a new keeper in, please. I actually don't mind the players or outfield, but the goalkeeper every single game of the season. Terrible, both of them. Get a new keeper in, please. I actually don't mind the players or outfield, but the goalkeeper every single game of the season. Terrible, both of them. Get a new keeper in, please. I don't think Mbeumo, Cunha, all those players, they're not bad. I don't think the system's bad. If the system works, it's amazing. It's just Bruno Fernandes cannot play in that midfield too. We need to get Manu in there, a new signing, new goalkeeper. That's what I got to say. I could elaborate more, but I don't want this video to be too long. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to The Normal Analyst. He's a very good YouTuber, Patrick. He's very good, got a lot of ball knowledge. And yeah, free back four talk. I'm also on that. Subscribe, follow, like, and check out Uni on any social to see me. And yeah, Andre Onana.
Now, I hope you liked what Uni said. I don't know if it was a bit long. I don't know if this video is going to take 20-25 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't when I edit it down. The videos will not be this long. This is just me having a pure rant at United. So, hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Go like up the video right now. Go tell all your mates. And I'll see you later in the next video.